The first step that we take in our fund every single quarter, and believe it or not, Brandon, this is just was announced today. I think we're leaning toward monthly releases of portfolio updates to the SEC. So any manager, okay, so I'll take a step back, but we start with a 13F filings and the analysis of what all of these great super investors have been investing in over the last 3 months. And it doesn't work if you're looking at a high frequency trader. It's sort of hard to follow Michael Burry because you don't know exactly what he's doing or when he's going to change something. So there are certain managers you have to be careful with, but every manager with over 100 million is filing to the 13F their portfolio holdings every 90 days. It's a beautiful thing because what we've done is we've put a lot of technology into our firm, but you don't necessarily need it. You find a few great managers. Look at Warren Buffett, look at David Einhorn, look at Guy Spier, and go and see what are they buying and selling. And usually, because they're great value investors, there's very low turnover. They've done hundreds of thousands of hours of work. They maybe have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of analyst dollars to figure out the position that they want to own. And then they back it with $1 billion of investment, or they put, a huge allocation of capital. So that's real conviction. So they may have been looking at 10 or 15 or 100 different companies, and they selected one, presumably their favorite best pick at the moment. And then they tell you. And that is so powerful, because what we do and what I recommend people do is we look at a list of 100 managers. Now, nobody needs to do that. You can look at 3. And we say, okay, in fact, there are studies going back that say if you do this with just Warren Buffett, you beat Warren Buffett. So basically, we look at the 13Fs, and if we imagine 5,000 investable companies in the public markets in the US, when we look at 100 managers, because they're owning the same companies, we actually narrow down our selection pool to just 400. So we go from 5,000 to 400 every single 90 days. All right. Those 400 companies are a great place to start looking for moats. All right. Because many of the investors have found something. So you can go in there and you can say, okay, what is Fairfax Financial doing differently? Well, all right. They've got kind of some access to some very, very inexpensive capital. Is that a moat that's sustainable? It probably is. What's Markel doing? What's Berkshire doing? What is Daily Journal out there doing? Is there off financial statement? And they all have moats. So you just peel back these onions and you learn more and more about these companies. And when you start with this approach, you are spending more of your time focusing on great businesses, on great management teams who are doing great work with their firms. And I think generally you're learning more. If you just start with a pool of 5,000 and you're looking for an opportunity, I think you can search for a large part of your life and never find that needle in a haystack that's going to be that real gem you want to own.
So start with the 13Fs, start by looking to the best investors that follow this kind of approach, and then almost reverse engineer.
Absolutely.